Hello. Good evening. How are we all doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. This is the bottom. You have reached the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, I keep changing that up every once in a while. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Monday, May 12th. Almost fucked that up. It is May 12th, and we are back with from last week with no streams for the weekend. We're back for another one. And tonight, I keep saying this a lot that we're going to do something a little bit different. This is definitely something different, something that I don't normally do. One, how often do I do a PC game? Not very often. Two, how often do I do a old PC game? Ever, not ever. Three, how often do I play a PC game on a browser? Yeah, that's right. Tonight, we are going to play the classic Star Trek Borg Remastered. Excuse me. Yes, and it's remastered. How did I come across this little bit of a nugget of a gem? So I was doing some research because the board game clips have been coming up on my timelines just variously here and there the last couple of weeks, and I thought, you know what? Let me go and see if this is a game that's on Steam. Maybe I can buy this, or maybe it's on GOG, and maybe I'll play it for stream. To see how it is. I know it'll probably look like crap because it's probably something that hasn't been remastered. Whatever. And then during my search, the game was remastered. I'm like, great. This will be on Steam. No, they had a website. I checked out the website, and the website, you actually play it through the web page. It is remastered. It doesn't look like a CD-ROM game, which you can actually change the settings to make it more look like a CD-ROM game. You can do that, but we're going to play it in its 1440p glory. I don't know if we'll go all the way through it. I have looked at the how do you beat, and I don't think it actually came up at all. Let me double check. And 2 hours. So it says it takes 2 hours to beat this game. So we will see about that. Um, Mostly because I had a stream on YouTube planned for tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to get to that tonight. I may have, and it's already scheduled on Nash Thunderclap Live, but it may get pushed, and I've pushed it back 3 times already, and I've changed the content of the video or the live stream because it was just a little bit of this about the Nintendo, and now it's the whole thing's about Nintendo. But depending on when we end tonight, depends on whether I'm going to do that or not. If not, I'll move it to Tuesday, and we'll do it Tuesday. I may have to get it to where I may have to start rescheduling things to where I may do those streams first and then do these streams second, because the things with these gameplay streams on Twitch and Kick, I know my time limits. I usually devote about 2 hours, 3 sometimes if I need to do a little extra more a little extra in the game. The live streams have been all over the place. Hour and a half. That one I went 3 hours on because I decided to watch and react to DSP reaction, all of that stuff. But yeah, but we will see tonight. But tonight, right now, at this very moment, it's Star Trek Borg Remastered. But let's get the plugs out of the way. Hey, don't forget to follow me on Kick. Subscribe to me on Twitch. Subscribe to me on youtube.com/@NashThunderclap and Nash Thunderclap Live. I'm on all the socials: Instagram, Facebook, Zitter, where you get all my updates. Everything's Nash Thunderclap. YouTube, if you haven't already skipped all this to the gameplay, do me a favor, like, subscribe, whatever it takes to help me, with this crazy algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. All right. I've been doing some little work in between here and there. Um, Busy weekend. I was involved in social gatherings all weekend. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep. That's why when I got home Sunday, which has typically been the Wukong Sunday, Black Myth Wukong, that is, I was tired. I thought I had recovered Saturday, didn't. Was still tired, so I was going to push it off to next Sunday. So next Sunday, I will devote extra time to Wukong. So Sunday, we're going to have our Wukong playthrough, but I'm going to devote some extra time to it so we can kind of make up for missing out on this Sunday. But that's pretty much been my weekend. And a lot of stuff been going on the last couple of days. People still talking about Grand Theft Auto. Nintendo, just their villain arc is getting started, which, by the way, that's the title of the live stream. And now everybody's coming after a VTuber for honestly no reason. And there's a game that's paying for going with the what I would consider the wrong side, or or siding with the wrong side. But that's probably another stream for another time. All right. Also been working on getting some new clips up here too. I've got one that I hope, if it plays out, it'll be quite funny. Because sometimes you have a vision on things and then you have to manipulate it to see it go through. I don't know, I gotta answer this real quick and then we're gonna get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You know what's funny? I tested this out before we got started and it died out. It was up and then it died out. Let's see if we got it. There we go. So this is the page right here. You go back. It won't go back. Right here. This is the page right here. Let's see if I can actually get back to the main page. There we go. So here's the main page right here. So we got a trailer. It kind of describes what it does. We play everything in this little bit. You got a bit of a description here of what the game was. An FMV game. And then this is basically a fan project to recreate the game in browser using AI to remaster the original game footage to HD quality using a rare Japanese DVD release of the game. Is this official? No. Not at any way. This is a fan project. Please see the legal disclaimer below for details. Is this, well, that answers, is this official? Is this legal? That's a gray area. It isn't possible to play the original Borg game on any modern PC or Mac, and it isn't possible to purchase it anywhere anymore. Technically, the game is abandonware, although that term holds no official legal status. That said, the legal rights holders of Star Trek are well within their rights to issue me a C&D order, and should that happen, I will, of course, comply and take the site offline. My advice is to enjoy this while you can. It may go away. And it's not available for download. Stuff like that. So, we got the how to play. We got the start. We got help that hides the current game, shows this help screen. Freeze and resume program, scan, chapters, settings. And a lot of that. There is in the settings Those are your video qualities right there. We can toggle for full screen, so which that's what we're going to do here. There is a cheat mode. So again, I will preface this again and say this as I always do on certain games. I cheat. I have earned the right to cheat. I have survived the console wars, and that is my consolation for surviving the console wars. I am allowed to cheat. Not because I'm not good at these games, which I am not. I just want to get through them. And to me, watching somebody play the same thing over and over again is not fun, except when it's something that causes me to yell and scream like Liza P, Elden Ring, Wukong. Hey, we got stalking in the chat. Hey, Nash, down under flaps.
Wow.
There we go. There's the man. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started on this. So this is full motion video. It's on full screen now, but this tiny window right here is what we got to work with.
USS Canali to USS Cheyenne. We are under attack by Borg forces. Repeat, Borg forces. We intercepted 2 Borg vessels heading on a direct course for Sector 001. Subspace signal is too weak. Navigate to Starfleet Command. If you can read us, do not.
Like I said, let's go, Jordy.
Send help.
Yes, I wear a. Sometimes I like to wear a hair comb as glasses. Ooh, fancy. That volume up a little bit. Very good. All right.
Oh, 7:30 means 0730, cadet. Sit down. First, the captain
Wow,
wanted me to convey his
7:30 in
regrets
the
for not
morning.
being here
That's
himself.
early.
As I'm sure you've heard, Starfleet is amassing an armada in Sector 001 to defend against the latest Borg incursion. Our ship, is on her way to join them. Starfleet has successfully defeated the Borg twice before, and we have every expectation of successfully stopping them now. However, given the probability of armed conflict, the captain has ordered that all non-essential personnel, including visiting Starfleet cadets, be transferred off the ship to a safer venue at the medical research facility on Marnus 3.
Why you gotta look at me directly when you say
Please
that?
have your gear packed and be at Shuttle Bay 3 in 30 minutes. Dismissed. Cadet Furlong. A moment, please.
Yes, can we talk to you about this camera you keep walking around with?
The captain has denied your request to stay on
says
board, Cadet.
Nash is non-essential.
I'm sorry.
But I will be essential.
The massacre 10 years ago at Wolf 359 was a great tragedy for the Federation. I was only 1 year out of the academy when it happened. A lot of my classmates died there. Now, each year I get older and they stay the same. I understand your need for justice.
Space justice.
Shuttle Bay 3 in 30 minutes.
Logan says their acting sucks. Well, they usually do in these FMV games. Acting's not the greatest. That goes in the trash. That goes in the trash. Oh, that definitely goes in the trash.
Temper, young man. What would your father say? How old were you when your father was killed? 9, 10 years
pervert!
old?
I need an
Still not
adult.
over it? Perhaps I should introduce myself. I imagine you've heard of me, though. Q. It's short for Q. It was I, you know, who introduced Picard to the Borg, and it's because of me that 10 years ago the Borg came to Wolf 359
Oh, and he digs through the
found that
trash,
fleet of
too.
ships and found your father and killed them all.
Logan says, yuck, excuse.
At 0800
Of course, he's the
hours
star
during
of
the
the
Battle
game.
of Wolf 359, the USS Righteous, such a noble name, Righteous, was hit by an unknown Borg weapons discharge and vaporized. Vaporized. No trace. Nothing to bury, nothing to mourn. The Borg took it all away from you in an instant.
Now, I fucking hated this
I
guy.
understand your desire for justice.
Why did you hate Q?
They don't,
talking.
though, do
I'd
they?
like to know why you
But
hated
I
Q.
do. You want action. You want to avenge your father's death. You want to kill Borg. What's sentient, yet still barbaric bipedal hominid wouldn't. You can run away with the others like a scared trog, or you can come with me, cadet. The choice is yours.
Well, we know what the obvious thing is.
Excellent
Like,
choice,
he always
monsieur.
annoyed
Keep the
the hell out
phaser.
of
You're
me.
going to need
Everything
it.
was a game
And take
for
this
this
too.
jackass.
Be careful now.
Of course.
Don't lose it. I only made one.
Time!
All right, I got a little bit of a nitpick before we get started, and you're going to say, "Shut up, nerd." Stalking says the fact that he was even kicked out of the Q Collective. I find all the Qs annoying. I'm gonna be a nitpicky little nerd here. So they're wearing all Deep Space Nine uniforms, and they weren't wearing Deep Space Nine uniforms when this happened, because it's supposed to be when the Borg attacked the Earth. So yeah, but I think the reason why they probably, when they filmed this, I think Voyager was being filmed, and that was what they had access to. Also heard that the stars of the Next Generation preferred these outfits to the old ones because they said they were more comfortable and they were easier to move around in, and they just wore the costumes that the Voyager cast were wearing it because they were filming that first movie when Voyager was going on.
Oh, 7:58.
And this would be the point where I have a clip of Homer Simpson yelling out of the car saying, "Nerd!" There you go, Stalking. Stalking says, "Shut up, nerd." They had a surplus of Deep Throat 69 uniforms. They do.
Gate, sir. Keep those phasers firing, and where are my photon torpedoes?
Armed and ready, Captain.
Oh,
Have a look.
they're at
Can't
the
see
shop.
Let's see if we can shake them up a little, Ensign.
Initiating Delta attack, sir.
I'm reading a small weakness in the shields.
Shields are holding fine, but power is down 10%. Weapons having no effect.
Damn, they've adjusted their shields already. Why is it always the difficult species that are the most adaptable?
The Borg adapt their environment to suit their needs. True adaptability involves changing oneself to suit their environment.
I'm so glad you cleared that.
And I'm gonna pause one more time. And I guess maybe because they had a fat guy. A fat guy is a part of the cast, so it wouldn't be right if he was the only one wearing that, and the other ones were wearing the old Next Generation uniforms. I'll try not to do the pause thing too often.
Recognize this place?
No.
You should. You keep a picture of it on your wall. The bridge of the USS Righteous. Your father's ship.
The Tolstoy just took a major hit.
This is him, isn't it? Well, I can see the family resemblance.
I think she's pulling away. The Kyushu's coming on strong. Melbourne and Saratoga have lost power.
Tolstoy, Kyushu, Saratoga, Melbourne. Recognize the names? Do you know where you are, cadet?
Captain!
Intruder alert.
Don't mind me, just gonna smash your
Security, isolate the ops console now.
That's right, 10 years ago. Wolf 359.
Security!
Look at him. He's barely older than you are. He shouldn't be at security. But 4 hours ago, the real security officer, Lieutenant Sprint, was killed, and this first-year ensign had to take his place. And because of his inexperience, everybody on board, including your father, will be killed.
What was that?
The phases are useless. Just isolate the panel now.
Stalking says, "Nash, let me ask you
If
something.
Lieutenant
If I
Sprint were
whispered
still alive, he
in
might
your
be able to
ear
save
that
the ship.
Commander Worf's
But he's been dead for 4
looks
hours.
like a
No
fan.
wonder they don't want him on the bridge.
You know
Come on,
what?
can't you move faster?
Oh, yes, I
Chief
would.
Medical Officer Dr. Thaddeus Quint. He actually tried to save Sprint's life, but as you can see, he failed, the old goat. Well, what'd you expect? He's a doctor, not a security officer. Still, if he had only had a
Wait, did
little
you say
more
old goat?
creativity.
That looks
But
like
he
he's
didn't.
probably like in his 30s.
He's bypassed the security lockout.
Doctor. He's dead.
Shield mutation is shifting on its own. Shields are dropping.
Uh-oh.
Yep,
I need shields back up
Headbutt
now.
onto plexiglass and a nice little punch to the chin.
Death in
kills
battle. If he were a Klingon, he'd be ecstatic.
Ooh, I like this guy.
Captain, there's a tight beam transmission going directly to the Borg cube.
Computer is uploading data about emergency transporters.
Anyone near Jeffrey 6? We need manual power rerouted through the secondary couplings.
It's too late. The Borg cube is firing.
Evasive maneuvers.
Damn, this is a short game.
So, now that you've seen your father die, are you ready to avenge his death? Or would you like to try something different? How about a chance to prevent his death? Lieutenant Sprint was killed 4 hours before the Righteous even got to Wolf 359. But if the good Dr. Quint had been able to save Sprint 4 hours before, then Sprint would have been able to save the Righteous, and you would have grown up in the loving company of your father, and all for the want of a horseshoe nail. What say we give the old goat a second chance to save Sprint's life? You're not afraid of a little space-time continuum meddling, are you, Cadet? No, I thought not. Shall we? This is Lieutenant Sprint. Do you think he knows he's gonna die? I don't think so. Don't bother saying hello. Just makes saying goodbye that much harder.
Time, Mr. Furlong.
Oh, 400 hours, sir.
Is the cube within sensor range yet?
Coming up now, Captain.
Match speed, stay with it.
Setting a pursuit course.
Shields up.
Intruder alert.
Sprint, look out!
Shall we dance? Come on, Sprint. Make a choice.
Oh, we're gonna shoot him.
Quint wasn't clever enough to think of it. Good thing I am.
The Borg cube is pulling ahead. It's ignoring us completely.
Match speed, keep us within close range.
Remember, Sprint should have died right here. Everything you do in his place from this moment on changes history. Invigorating, isn't it? Meddling with fate.
Oh yeah, and how many times am I gonna
Lieutenant,
fuck up?
are you all right? Sprint? He's an ox. Nothing scares him.
And nothing hurts him, isn't that right, Lieutenant?
There are all kinds
Wow,
of
they're
pain,
being
Lieutenant.
attacked and they
Don't
have
let the fact that
Winnie
you're a
Banner
Bashani
going on.
prevent you from acknowledging the hurt.
Oh, please.
Captain, coded message coming in from Admiral Hansen. He's ordering us to proceed with all speed to rendezvous with the rest of the fleet at Wolf 359, requesting us not to engage the Borg. Until then, maintain radio silence until contacted.
Helm laying a course for Wolf 359. Pull ahead of the Borg cube and then match speed.
Aye, sir. ETA at current speed, 4 hours, 5 minutes.
Good. We don't want them to get there before we do. And Targus, get that thing off my bridge.
Yes, sir.
Wait, isn't that security's job? Or maybe she is security? I don't know. I can't keep track of the color uniforms. Wow, hey, don't say hey.
Shoot her!
Like, don't get somebody else to help her lift it.
I'm okay.
Definitely dead this time.
Then get him definitely off my bridge this time. Mr. Sprint, reconfigure your security console so you can control Tactical B. Then meet me down at the computer core. I want to secure this ship in case the Borg try and board us again.
Good shooting.
How about quick thinking, Quint? Good work, Quint. Nobody ever gives me any credit for anything I do.
That's because we don't like you, Quint.
I think we can all save our hostility for the Borg, where it will be better placed, don't you?
Let me ask you something, Baraka. Do you just spout these platitudes, or are you deluded enough to actually believe in them?
Come on, Quint. No matter how hard you try, you're not going to change my mind. I still like you.
He kissed me.
Like I said, nobody has that smuggling beard.
What are you staring at? Oh, of course, your father. This must be strange for you, knowing he may be about to die, knowing this may be your only chance to talk to him, tell him all about yourself, about the years since he died. I wouldn't if I were you. When he looks at you, all he sees is Lieutenant Sprint. I don't think he'd understand.
Hey, Sprint. What, are you having one of your Bajani trances?
See?
Lieutenant Sprint, the console, please.
Security console, reconfigurable bridge panel. Though bridge stations traditionally follow a set pattern, this pattern is neither required by Federation protocol, nor is it hard designed into the bridge layout. All bridge consoles can be easily configured to control any of a number of bridge functions, allowing the captain, in consultation with his engineers, to design his bridge to his personal or species preference. To reconfigure a panel, an understanding of the function of the 4 main nodules is critical. Or you could end up dead. Nodule 1, the delimiter, carries a signal charge. It is always live, unless deactivated by engineering. Careful, the charge is painful. It won't kill you, but it'll hurt. Nodule 2, the power nodule, is the source of power for all bridge stations. It is always live, unless deactivated by engineering. Careful, this one won't hurt. It'll just make you very dead. Nodule 3, assignable nodule. This is one of the several nodules used to define console functions. In this example, the nodule defines the console as a security console only. To control tactical in addition to security, the nodule must be removed. Careful, though. It's hot, live, energized. Not enough juice to kill you, but enough to make you wish you were dead. To turn off the feed, remove. Nodule 4, the conduit. First, then remove Nodule 3. Replace Nodule 4, et voila. Now, you're cooking with replicators.
Okay. Oh, no!
Priority message,
Damn it.
USS Canal.
Got it. Security console. Here we go. All right. I hit the wrong thing. I hit restart program instead of freeze program. Damn it.
I'm okay.
Well, we gotta watch this again.
Definitely dead this time.
Then
Yeah,
get him
yeah,
definitely
you
off my
couldn't
bridge
tell, I
this
already,
time. Mr. Sprint,
I already,
reconfigure your security console
played
so you can
around with this
control
for a little
tactical
bit.
B. Then meet me down at the computer core. I want to secure this ship in case the Borg try and board us again.
Good shooting.
How about quick thinking, Quint? Good work, Quint. Nobody ever gives me any credit for anything I do.
That's because we don't like you, Quint.
I think we can all save our hostility for the Borg, where it will be better placed, don't you?
Let me ask you something, Baraka. Do you just spout these platitudes, or are you deluded enough to actually believe in them?
Come on, Quint. No matter how hard you try, you're not going to change my mind. I still like you.
He kissed me.
Yep, he's doing his taxes.
What are you staring at? Oh, of course, your father. This must be strange for you, knowing he may be about to die, knowing this may be your only chance to talk to him, tell him all about yourself, about the years since he died. I wouldn't if I were you. When he looks at you, all he sees is Lieutenant Sprint. I don't think he'd understand.
Hey, Sprint. What, are you having one of your Bajani trances?
See?
Lieutenant Sprint, the console, please.
All right, let's see if I can't fry myself. If I saw what the directions said.
Vanderpool to Sprint. I'm waiting for you down in the core room, Lieutenant. Now!
It's just his way. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, but I'd still hurry if I were you. The captain definitely does not like to be kept waiting.
Do. Just ignore me. I'm a guy carrying a camera around. Do.
You do know how to get to the core room, don't you, Sprint?
key in destination code.
Turbolift Manual Interface. Federation turbolifts are capable of processing verbal commands in over 13,000 languages. For those species unable to interact verbally, and during ship emergencies, a turbolift destination code can be manually relayed into the turbolift computer via the interface. For a list of turbolift destination codes, see the ship schematic. USS Righteous Schematic.
15, 16, 19. Okay. I think I'm in the wrong spot. I don't know if that did that right.
Oh, thank you, my good man.
Sprint, we're waiting.
I believe you're wanted in the computer core control room. Oh, mercy.
No, I want to go with them.
Why? Because I can.
Please key in destination code.
Turbolift Manual USS Righteous.
150. Okay. 150,619. Okay.
Hey, buddy, I guess I beat you down here.
Mr. Sprint, I am a very tolerant captain, except when it comes to punctuality. I suggest you become more familiar with this ship's layout so you don't keep us waiting again. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, you gotta be right up in my face about it.
We were trying to route all of the ship's controls through the security systems as an extra precaution, but something kept rejecting all of our attempts to access the security programs. And that's when we found this.
It's obviously Borg. But how did it get on the ship?
Oh,
and what
that's
is its
not Borg.
purpose?
That's a fidget spinner.
It seems to be tied in directly to the security systems, locking us out.
Question is, how do we remove it? Sprint, you're the security officer. What do you think?
Non-standard technological implant. Borg in origin. Energy source unknown. Readings indicate potentially fatal levels of neuro-generated energy. Wah, wah. Danger. Warning. Leave it alone.
I don't know what any of that stuff does, so. I don't know why he had to go through all that. It was just suction cups at the bottom of it.
Self-destruct initiated.
What the hell? Computer aboard self-destruct.
Self-destruct in 10 seconds.
Bridge, override all security systems.
I can't, Captain.
5 seconds.
I'm locked out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oops. Fucking thank you.
Meddling with things you don't understand again? You know, I think I'm learning something here. Hubris. That's what I don't like about you people. Your ignorance of the working of the galaxy is unparalleled, and yet you continue to blunder ahead as if you knew what were going on. The Borg, on the other hand, really seem to know what they're about. If only they had more personality. In fact, if they had any personality, I might consider spending more time with them. But for now, don't touch what you don't understand.
Well, pretty much we had a clue, so yeah, I ain't touching it.
Mr. Sprint is right. Until we know more about Borg technology, I don't think we should make any attempts to interfere with the implant directly.
Captain, we were within transporter range for only 6.7 seconds. I don't see how the Borg transported to the bridge and implanted the circuit unless...
Unless there were two of them. If there is another Borg on this ship, he's found a way to screen against our usual senses. I'll get targets to scan against anomalies. See what you can do to help.
I don't know what to do.
Targets
Doctor
enough.
said Nash won
You've
first
got the
place.
scans so sensitive, they're going to alert us if a particle of dust falls.
If that particle of dust
Well,
falls
I seen
off
him
the
do
board,
it
then
on
I
the
wanna know
show.
about it.
You're too cautious.
You're too lax.
Sprint, tell
him.
You know, if it weren't for me, you guys wouldn't have had any fun at the Academy.
If it weren't for me, you guys wouldn't have graduated from the academy.
Uh-oh.
What?
Getting those FBI signals.
Lieutenant Furlong, Lieutenant Sprint, and Ensign Targus. Somehow that's not quite how I pictured it.
That's not your fault. Every time I see that thing, it reminds me of how much courage it must have taken for you just to be here. And of how much we both owe Sprint. Just don't let Sprint hear. His head's big enough already.
What exactly do you owe him? You'll spend the rest of your life a slave to technology.
I'm not a slave to it. In 6 months, a year at the most, I won't even need this.
In 3 hours, 4 at the most, we won't even be alive. Unless we're Borg.
Dr. Quint is testing the boundaries of the humanoid ability to maintain affection for him, which he thinks he's not worthy of. So what he does is he tries to make everyone...
So he's obviously a
Well,
psychologist.
he's very good at that.
He's right about one thing. We could end up as Borg, and I know the last thing I want to have happen to me is to be assimilated into the collective.
We won't let it happen. To any of us, better dead than Borg. Agreed? Even Quint.
Not even Quint deserves to be Borgified, but the Borg definitely deserve Quint.
We got him. Somewhere in Jeffries Tube 6.
Sprint, Furlong. Take a couple of fully charged phasers, flush out the Borg, and neutralize them. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Oh, ass ahoy. So it's clear he's crouched down and I'm on my belly. That would be the only explanation for that shot.
The reading's not clear. He's been through here. Magnetic resonance traces. Okay, one of us has to go, but somebody should stay in case he went through and doubled back. Whoa, 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 whoa. I said one of us, I didn't say you. You know, you may be head of security, but I do outrank you. Yeah, it's only by 3 weeks, but I think that would stand up in case of a court-martial. I'll tell you what.
Really?
I win.
Yeah, and he's probably gonna die. Damn you, game, and not giving me the answers.
Watch your back.
Down there. Nothing down there.
bad idea. You see, there is another Borg, and he's waiting in the corridor for whoever comes out first. Poor old Dad. I hope you don't feel guilty.
Damn, that was fast.
Remember what you said. Better dead than Borg.
Kill me.
Sure.
Good try, but you see, the Borg are clever in their own monolithic way. They adjust. 2 hits from any phaser, and they all know how to shield themselves against that frequency. You have to adjust along with them. You did say you wanted to kill Borg, didn't you? I like the irony of it. But aren't you forgetting someone or something? Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
Ow. 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 Ow.
If it looks like a Borg, walks like a Borg, and sees like a Borg, then it must be a Borg.
Oh, my essential organs.
You're wondering what you're feeling? That's pain. No Borg is an island unto himself. Every Borg is part of the whole. Filling your mind, telling you what to think, what to do. Welcome to the collective, cadet.
Borg doesn't mean bird of Borg. Absorb, destroy, obey.
Time to go assimilating.
What have they done? They've adapted to the frequency settings of our phasers.
Is it dead?
I'm getting intermittent energy readings, but they're marginal. Maybe we should try removing some of the circuitry just to be sure.
I say leave sleeping Borgs lie.
His eyes just open.
Could be some kind of autonomic response.
They're firing! Targets, more power to the shields. And get somebody up here to take over security.
Shield strength is down 40%. 50. They're draining shield power.
Nice going, Cadet. Your indecision caused the collective to attack the ship. I'm starting to wonder about you. Maybe you're just not up to saving the universe.
Shields can't hold. The next hit could do it.
Evasive maneuvers.
On the other hand, that's a great thing about being omnipotent. I can always give you another chance, as long as you don't bore me.
Shields are gone. They're firing.
Boom.
Oh, and by the way, the game is rigged. Didn't you hear what I told you? He cheats. You can't win. Didn't you hear what I told you? He cheats. You can't win.
Yeah. Smack him. Yeah, turn up the volume on it.
idea. Retuning the phaser to a higher EM band frequency. You're right, they probably already adapted to the old ones. Nice shot. What did you think I was gonna do, cheat?
Yes. My fairy godfather told me you would.
Let's go see what this circuit can tell us. No, I'm just not getting anything useful from it.
It's a bottle
Maybe if
cap.
we
You're not gonna get
hooked
anything
it into the
from
ship's
it.
computer and had it analyzed.
I'd like to know more about it first. Can't you interface your tricorder with it?
Maybe, but I don't think I'd get any more information. Sprint, what do you think?
What? My implant.
I don't understand.
Ensign Targus's implant works along the same basic principles as the Borg circuit. She might be able to interface with it.
No. You can't possibly be suggesting that Ensign Targus be allowed to interface with the implant.
Nobody is suggesting anything of the kind.
In truth, Captain, interfacing with the implant would be somewhat like autoneural stimulation, an experience which Ensign Targus is quite familiar with.
Exactly the point, Captain. Ensign Targus's neural implant is designed to counteract the side effects of that kind of neural stimulation experience. This kind of neural input is...
Does anybody mind if I join in on this discussion?
No,
You're all talking
stay
about
out of
me
it.
as if I weren't
Butt
here.
out.
Ensign, the long-term effects of your recovery won't...
Counselor, the concept of long-term effects loses its meaning when the entire Federation is in danger of obliteration. I'm ready.
I think it would be best if the ensign were immobilized during this.
Do it.
You could have waited till I sat down.
I could have, but I didn't.
Clark says, uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh.
No. I want Sprint to do it.
Whatever you have to go through, Targus will be there for you.
Counselor, I've already been through hell and back. I don't think this could be any worse.
Boom.
She's in agony. You've never had to deal with pain, have you, Sprint?
Shut up.
Assimilation! Technology! Channels! Subspace channels! The Borg implant taking over systems! Communication with collective! Jam systems!
The Borg implant is getting its orders from the Borg collective. How do we jam the signals, Targus?
Shield. Modulate mutations. 0.6525 of normal. Now!
Do it!
Modulating shield mutation.
The Borg cube is scanning us.
What's happening with those shields, Mr. Furlong?
Almost there, sir.
They're firing!
Mr. Furlong!
Got it.
They've stopped firing.
The shield settings must be in sync with the Borg scanners. They sense us as being part of the collective.
Alone! We are... Resistances! You will be assimilated!
The shield has cut off the Borg circuit from the Borg collective. We've got to disconnect it.
Kill me.
One more CC of neuroblock and she'll be a vegetable for life. Do you want to be responsible for turning Ensign Targus into a Bolian zucchini? All evoke responses are negative. She's as good as dead. No, she'd be better off if she were dead. Maybe you should have just shot her. You want to go back and you want to try that?
Yeah, what the hell?
She's dead. You're not supposed to be killing people, Cadet. You're supposed to be saving them. It is a concept your limited cognitive abilities can deal with, isn't it? Or am I wasting my time with you? Don't disappoint me
Says,
again.
"Shoot the bitch." Hell, well, I already did it.
Are you sure you want to do this? You saw what it did to Furlong. But then again, you are Bajani. I'll give you a chance to think about it. Oh, great. Now I'm dead. Not exactly what I wanted. Try doing something.
Hey, I'm only going where the,
Oh, great. Now I'm dead. Not exactly what I wanted. Try doing something.
Oh, I will if you give me enough time.
Borg Designator Interface Circuit, the central cybernetic element of all Borg. The circuit contains each Borg unit's identification labels and any information not yet uploaded to the collective. If a circuit is removed, the Borg's self-destruct process is initiated and all remaining biological and cybernetic components are vaporized. Yuck. Messy. Bioneural implant. Therapeutic. Integrated directly into the patient's neural system. The neural implant is used in a variety of neural treatment programs. Ensign Targus's implant is designed to transmit a continuous feed of neural data into the neural system to block out the craving developed during her experience as a prisoner of the Cardassians. Rescued hostages who had been subjected to neural stimulation torture were left profoundly addicted to the Cardassian style of neural stimulation. Treatment for neural addiction involves an implant which is wired directly into the addict's neural circuit, feeding him or her a constant stream of data, a kind of white noise which blocks the craving. After many months of diminishing treatment, Lieutenant Commander Bennington Ben Baraka, human, Starfleet Medical Class of 47.
I'm gonna try that again.
No. You're not dead. You're unconscious. In a Bajani pain trance. Interesting phenomena. I'm not sure what its evolutionary benefit was for the Bajani. Something like a Terran possum, perhaps. Oh, look. You're regaining consciousness.
Oh, so that
Welcome
was the
back,
right
Lieutenant.
thing to do.
I guess this means I owe you my life twice, huh, Sprint?
Are you Balder? Did your hairline
I've never
go back
seen
further?
anyone go into a Bajani pain trance before. Interesting. You were clearly unconscious, yet your body managed to finish the task at hand. I suppose it's part of the survival mechanism. Quick thinking. Next time, though, warn me.
While you were out, we did a diagnostic on the computer systems. The Borg implant is continuing to rewrite code.
I'm sending an away team over to the Borg cube to see if they can find anything that'll help us disable the implant.
Targus and I are going, but we could use a third. I don't know if we'll get out of there alive.
I won't order you to go, Lieutenant.
Oh, we few, we happy few, we band of Borg. They're turning this into some heroic escapade, trying to make it impossible to turn down. I'll go.
We don't need you, Quint. We need someone we can trust.
Just like old times, huh, buddy? 3 against the world. Coming? Okay. Here's your phaser. Each of ours has been retuned to a different frequency.
Here, take this.
I don't think we need an emergency med kit. If things get that bad, we're probably dead.
There are many ways to die. Some of them are more painful than others. There's an emergency hypospray programmable for neuro painkillers just in case. You do know how to use it, don't you?
We're coming alongside the Borg cube.
Good luck.
This is the Star
Hey,
Trek
guys.
we love, not that new crap. Oh, so that's how that works. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just foam and tubes. Like I says, oh, the new shit pouring. Yeah, it is. It is. Ugh. I don't understand how they just went so wrong with all the new stuff, but yet the Orville was like the closest thing to like this type of Star Trek, and it was supposed to be a comedy. Looking at the new Borg models. They have that new car smell.
What do we do?
Let's see what they do first.
Yeah, don't shoot them. The whole point is that they don't consider you a threat.
What are you looking at, Cadet?
Clearly has too much time on his hands.
Pretty standard interface. Odd.
Why?
Well, most of the Borg we've seen have direct interface abilities. Why would they need something like this?
And remember, they've already totally assimilated one Starfleet officer. Maybe this is his influence.
Or maybe it's a trick.
Somehow, I don't think the Borg understand the concept of trick.
Oh, who would that Starfleet officer be, I wonder?
Security. You think you can bypass the Borg lockouts and get us the information we need?
Manual interface with Borg collective knowledge. Encryption codes needed to bypass security and recognition levels.
So we're going to scan that again.
Borg technology. Console. Access into the Borg collective information. The console can be interfaced via a direct Borg link. You'll be learning more about that. Or standard manual manipulation. You know, pushing buttons, turning knobs, that sort of thing. No, wait, it's a Borg. No, it's a Q. No, it's both. Or is it? Cybernetic elements, but totally lacking in any
Let's see.
A Borg.
That tells me nothing.
Manual interface with Borg collective knowledge. Encryption codes needed to bypass security and recognition levels.
Yes. Oh, never mind. I waited too long. So we're now a threat because,
They've adapted.
That's the trouble with Borg. You kill one, there's always another one to take its place. You're never gonna figure out how to interface until you learn how to think like a Borg. Kill them before they kill you. Strike first.
Yeah, what would happen if we did this?
Sprint!
Hold on, buddy. I need you conscious. Don't go into one of your paint trances yet.
What is that?
Something to counteract the Bajani adrenaline.
It's working.
Sprint, I'm sorry about that. But you're gonna have to deal with the pain just like the rest of us humanoids.
Hi-ya!
Come on. We have to get out of this corridor before more of them come.
But it's got sprint!
Later. That's an order.
See, they're just gonna leave me. We're shaking hands.
Assimilate knowledge. Interface. Assimilate. Designee Beta. Alpha 73. Alert. 2 life forms. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Alert. Alert.
Awfully slow. We got an infrared mode. I didn't know that. Dr. Nash on the board. Let him pass. We've traveled back.
What are you looking at, Cadet?
Oh God, I hope I remember that button combination.
Pretty standard interface. Odd.
Why?
Well, most of the Borg we've seen have direct interface abilities. Why would they need something like this?
Hey, remember, they've already totally assimilated one Starfleet officer. Maybe this is his influence.
Or maybe it's a trick.
Somehow, I don't think the Borg understand the concept of trick. Okay, security. You think you can bypass the Borg lockouts and get us the information we need?
No, that wasn't it.
They've adapted.
That's the trouble with Borg. You kill one, there's always another one to take its place. You're never gonna figure out how to interface until you learn how to think like a Borg. Kill them before they kill you. Strike first.
What are you looking at, Cadet?
Yeah, this might be a tad tricky. I thought I had it right.
Pretty
but fuck, I
standard
can't remember
interface.
any of that.
Odd.
Why?
Well, most of the Borg we've seen have direct interface abilities. Why would they need something like this?
Hey, remember, they've already totally assimilated one Starfleet officer. Maybe this is
Try
his
this
influence.
again,
Or maybe
but
it's a
I think I'm
trick.
gonna screw it up again. So.
Somehow, I don't think the Borg understand the concept of trick. Okay, security. You think you can bypass the Borg lockouts and get us the information we need?
I'll try, but you know, I'm gonna screw it up.
They've adapted.
That's the trouble with Borg. You kill one, there's always another one to take its place. You're never gonna figure out how to interface until you learn how to think like a Borg. Kill them before they kill you. Strike first.
What are you looking at, Cadet?
Okay. Can I just skip to this? Can I just no?
Pretty
guess
standard
not.
interface. Odd.
Why?
Well, most of the Borg we've seen have direct interface abilities. Why would they need something like this?
Hey, remember, they've already totally assimilated one Starfleet officer. Maybe this is his influence.
Or maybe it's a trick.
Somehow, I don't think the Borg understand the concept of trick. Okay, security. You think you can bypass the Borg lockouts and get us the information we need?
Yeah, I could do it this time.
That must be it. Contact terminated with assimilation implant. That must be a Borg time sequence.
No, I think it's a code for accessing the implant. If we can find a way to interface safely with the implant, we can feed it the sequence and then order to shut down.
If it's anything like this terminal, it's going to look for a Borg signature. Damn, if we still had that dead Borg circuit, we could use that to convince the implant we were Borg.
That's not a bad idea.
But the circuit was fried.
So we'll get another one. There's no shortage of Borg around here. Get that circuit.
Oh! My kidneys. Yes, they put my kidneys in my chest when they put the circuitry in. Oh, see, he's gone, so they'll never know. They'll never know what happened.
3 to beam out directly to computer core control room.
You'll be back.
No, Righteous.
The Borg implant's been overriding our systems since you left, but we still don't know what it's doing.
It's rewriting all of our systems to make them compatible with Borg systems.
I thought our shield setting cut its subspace channel off from the collective.
It did, but it's following a pre-programmed set of instructions. We have to give it an abort order, but first we've got to convince it that we're Borg.
How do we do that?
We use this circuit as a buffer in the interface. It has an individual Borg designation. I remember from my experience with it, everything is filtered through that designation.
Baraka to Captain Anderpaw.
What is it, Counselor?
Captain, the Borg cube has just started a series of random scans.
They're looking for us. I don't know how long we have before they find out that we're not actually part of their cube.
The interface looks pretty simple.
Sprint. Attach the circuit to the Borg implant.
No. Let me.
Maybe I should do it.
We're gonna put it on her because she's the one that's got the she's got the input. Come on. Put that bottle cap on your head. You know you want to.
Targets?
I'm sorry.
No. No!
Stay back. I'm warning you.
Target stuff.
Don't you understand? It's not my fault. I had to. Baraka was right. It was too soon.
You're right. It's not your fault, but you don't have to. We can help.
You should have known. You were there with me. You should have known.
Kick him! Kick him!
Captain, the shields are dropping. What's going on down there?
Help, take evasive action.
It's taken control of Helm.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. You were right. We should have known.
Damn, we're going through a lot of models.
Recognize. Borg designee Alpha Set Alpha of 4.
They're interfacing and exchanging protocols.
Try giving it a command.
Unable to comply. Updating systems information.
It's trying to catch up on what it missed.
Unable to comply. Borg designee Alpha Set Alpha of 4 is no longer a functioning unit.
Disengage that circuit now!
Information assimilated. Retuning shields.
Shield mutation is being altered. The implant has re-established communication with the Borg Collective.
Bridge! Evasive maneuvers now!
The shields are dropping!
The only good Borg.
We needed a live one.
That must be it. Contact terminated with a simulation implant. That must be a Borg time sequence.
No, I think it's a code for accessing the implant. If we can find a way to interface safely with the implant, we can feed it the sequence and then order it to shut down.
If it's anything like this terminal, it's going to look for a Borg signature. Damn, if we still had that dead Borg circuit, we could use that to convince the implant we were Borg.
That's not a bad idea.
But the circuit was fried.
So we'll get another one. There's no shortage of Borg around here. Get that circuit.
Emergency med kit contains several medical hypospray, experimental model, programmable, human adrenaline. Human adrenaline block. Level 1 humanoid neural block. Paralytic, safe for humanoids with neural resistance of 4 or less. Humans, Bajani, Bajorans, etc.
Okay, I think I got that. Dawkins says, man, first we get ran by the Borg, then we exploded in epic bukkake proportion. And Stalkin, I went ahead and corrected your first message, but I see what you got there.
To beam out directly to computer core control room.
You'll be back.
No, righteous.
See, there's the hint right there. He said, you'll be back. We already did it wrong. We gotta go through all that.
The Borg implant's been overriding our systems since you left, but we still don't know what it's doing.
It's rewriting all of our systems to make them compatible with Borg systems.
I thought our shield setting cut its subspace channel off from the collective.
It did, but it's following a pre-programmed set of instructions. We have to give it an abort order, but first we've got to convince it that we're Borg.
How do we do that?
We use this circuit as a buffer in the interface. It has an individual Borg designation. I remember from my experience with it, everything is filtered through that designation.
Baraka to Captain Anderpaw.
What is it, Counselor?
Captain, the Borg cube has just started a series of random scans.
They're looking for us. I don't know how long we have before they find out that we're not actually part of their cube.
The interface looks pretty simple.
Sprint. Attach the circuit to the Borg implant.
No. Let me.
Maybe I should do it.
Yeah, we'll give it to you.
Recognize. Borg designee Alpha Set Alpha of 4.
They're interfacing and exchanging protocols.
Try giving it a command.
No one's home.
Unable to comply. Updating systems information.
It's trying to catch up on what it missed.
It's just
Unable
a
to
radiation
comply.
leak. We got it
Borg
locked
designee
down.
Alpha Cent
How are
Alpha
you?
4 is no longer a functioning unit.
Disengage that circuit now!
Information assimilated. Retuning shields.
Shield mutation is being altered. The implant has reestablished communication with the Borg Collective.
Bridge! Evasive maneuvers now!
The shields are dropping!
The only good Borg.
We needed a live one.
That must be it. Contact terminated with assimilation implant. That must be a Borg time sequence.
No, I think it's a code for accessing the implant. If we can find a way to interface safely with the implant, we can feed it this sequence and then order it to shut down.
If it's anything like this terminal, it's going to look for a Borg signature. Damn, if we still had that dead Borg circuit, we could use that to convince the implant we were Borg.
That's not a bad idea.
But the circuit was fried.
So we'll get another one. There's no shortage of Borg around here. Get that circuit. No, Sprint's right. We need a living Borg.
Yeah. All a day's work. The magic box.
There's got to be something we can use on the Borg that'll stun them without killing them.
Oh, you don't know? Oh, you're gonna give it to me, the security officer.
Do you think you're fast enough? Do you really think that's going to work on me? You didn't check the tricorder. I have no biological components. You should have waited for one of the others.
Hold on, buddy. We need you conscious. Don't go to one of your pain transitions.
Furlong, get out of here!
I'm sorry.
You are in a Bajani pain trance. Your friend Furlong wasn't able to stop it. The Borg don't seem to notice, though. They're assimilating you at this very moment. At least this time you won't feel it. Oh, it looks like you're waking up.
Ah! Definitely something to wake up to. That's how they do it.
Interesting. Borg, yet not Borg. Do you feel it? It's different this time, isn't it?
Designee Beta, Alpha 7-3, alert, destroy. Unassimilated life form. Designee Beta, Alpha 7-3, destroy.
Sprint! It's still you. Look out!
Yay! Now that was the right action. Proving to yourself that you didn't have to listen to that nasty old Borg collective. True, you are dead. But now you know something you didn't know before, right? Well then, it was worth the trouble. Do you think you're fast enough? Do you really think that's going to work on me?
No.
You'll be back. Maybe more than once.
Give me them hints.
What were you waiting for?
Right setting, wrong place.
Sprint, what have you done?
He sent himself into a Bajani pain trance.
Oh, smart move. Sending yourself into a Bajani trance before you get Borgified. I only hope you're in time to stop them before they Borgify your friends.
Wait! Wait, I think it's him. It's still Sprint.
All right, we'd better get out of here before it's crawling with Borg.
Away team to righteous. 3 to beam directly to computer core. Now.
Wait,
Captain, no, it's all right.
The Borg implant's programming is shutting down, Captain.
We have complete control again, sir.
Captain, I have a message from Admiral Hansen. We are engaging the Borg. The Righteous is ordered to remain outside the battle until all first and second line defenses are exhausted.
Ignore me,
At your discretion.
Over here.
That was all, sir.
You want to ignore the fact that I'm Borg now?
And so it begins.
You mean there's nothing we can do?
Not until we're called into action by either the Admiral or the Borg. They also serve who sit and wait, Lieutenant. Let's get a battle ready.
Ugh, I just hate sitting here doing nothing.
Worried that the battle will be won without you, Tarkus?
Worried that the battle will be lost without us.
You overestimate your importance to the situation, Ensign. The battle is already lost.
Keep your cynicism to yourself, Quint.
I'm just telling the truth.
I'm afraid he may be right. Things aren't going very well.
Oh, not you too,
Wow,
Lieutenant.
is he just
It's
shifting?
important to have a positive outlook even in the
cuts?
bleakest of situations.
It doesn't get much bleaker than this.
What?
Nothing. I was just thinking about Kayla.
That must be a Borg ability. You can change
My son.
camera angles without
What
moving.
were you thinking?
I think by now all my friends are tired of hearing me brag about Kayla, and I'm sure they don't want to hear anymore.
Did you hear that, Sprint? You don't want to hear Furlong talking about his whiny brat now, do you?
Go ahead.
I guess I was just wondering what was going to happen to him. He's only 8. No, wait. He's 9. Growing up without his dad, that's going to be rough.
He'll be all right.
How do you know?
I know, and so do you.
I suppose I do. His mother's a strong woman. She'll see to that. It's just...
Yes.
I won't get to see him grow up. I'll never get to know him as a man. I mean...
Man.
Only
You
be
know, man.
a poet, a painter, an historian.
Time traveler.
Starfleet
fucking
officer.
around with the space-time continuum.
There's so
Creating
much revolved in
paradoxes.
And so much you would be able to tell him. Isn't that right, Cadet?
Why do you keep doing that? What are you trying to prove?
He's trying to prove that people actually like him.
Oh, spare me the psychology, Counselor. You don't have the tools to analyze me.
Your problem is very straightforward, Doctor. You desperately want to be liked.
If I wanted to be liked, all I'd have to do is snap my fingers, and I'd be liked. I'm an omnipotent being masquerading as Dr. Quint. Whatever I want to happen, happens.
Interesting fantasy. All right, let's play that through. Then why don't you?
Why don't I what?
Make everyone like you.
Because I don't want to.
No, because you want them to like you of their own free will. And phenomenologically speaking, you can't force them to do something of their own free will.
Sophistry, Baraka.
Truth, Quint. Let me give you some free advice. If you want to be liked, try making yourself likable.
Ah!
Subspace message, sir. No audio.
Read it, Ensign.
Plexiglass is beeping.
Orders from Admiral Hansen. Deploying third wave. Attack when ready.
Battle stations. Take us in, Targus. Maximum power to the shields. Sprint fire phases. Keep the frequency changing and get those torpedoes online. Time!
07:58, sir.
Keep those phases firing. And where are my photon torpedoes?
Armed and ready, sir.
Let's see if we can shake them up a little, Ensign.
Yes, sir. Initiating Delta attack.
I'm reading a small weakness in the shields.
Shields are holding 5, but power is down 10%. Weapons having no effect.
Damn! They've adjusted their shields already.
Here we are again, back at the beginning. But this time, you are security, instead of that little mouse of an ensign.
The Tolstoy just took a major hit.
Are you going to be able to save him or not?
I think she's pulling away. The Kyushu's coming on strong. Saratoga and Melbourne have lost power.
Tolstoy, Kyushu, Saratoga, Melbourne, all ships that were lost at Wolf 359. Will they be adding Righteous to the list?
Captain! Intruder alert.
Security, isolate the ops console.
At 0800 hours, during the Battle of Wolf 359, the USS Righteous was hit by a Borg weapons discharge and vaporized. It's in your hands.
Security!
Let's see. It was 1330.
Shield mutation is modulating. The Borg cube is pulling away, sir. It's ignoring us completely as if we weren't here.
It thinks we've been vaporized. For a minute there, I thought we would be.
Where is it headed,
Wow,
Ensign?
clearly they don't
Direct
have
course for
eyeballs.
sector 001, sir.
What chance the Starfleet forces have of stopping the Borg at Earth?
Actually, they will succeed. The Enterprise, utilizing the emergency transporters on the shuttlecraft, will recapture their Borgified Picard and stop the Borg incursion just in the nick of time.
And how do you know that, Quint?
I told you already. I'm an omnipotent being.
Who are you? And what happened to Dr. Quint and Lieutenant Sprint? And what have you done to my crew?
I'm afraid the lieutenant died about 4 hours ago. Not my doing. He was supposed to die. Just as all of you, I'm afraid, are supposed to be vaporized here at Wolf 359. That's how it's written in the history books.
History? Are you telling us you're from the future?
He is. I am, well, as I said, I exist outside the confines of the space-time continuum. That is, if I want to. My little friend here wanted a chance to come back and save this ship from destruction. And to my great surprise, he succeeded.
So you were just pretending to be Sprint. Why? Who are...
Please. I'm trying to figure this out. As I said, I didn't expect Cadet Kalen to succeed here, and now that he has, I'm in kind of a bind.
I don't,
Of course. According to history, we disappeared from Wolf 359 at exactly 0800 hours. If we stay here alive, it corrupts the timeline. Our future, but Kalen's past.
What are you going to do?
Well, the easy thing would be to just obliterate you all, but then that wouldn't be fair now, would it? On the other hand, I do want to protect the timeline.
Are we dead?
I don't think so.
Where are we, Lieutenant?
We are still at Wolf 359, sir. The real question is, when are we? According to the navigational charts, correcting for time, we have jumped ahead more than 10 years.
It's clever.
I don't understand. We disappeared from Wolf 359 exactly when history says we did. Timeline is unaffected and we're still alive. Thanks to you, Cadet. If you hadn't come back to get us, we'd be dust.
Captain, what about Quint?
Oops, I almost forgot.
Where am I? What's going on? Wait. I don't think I want to know.
Captain, I'm picking up the vessel 34 Mark 216, heading on a course for Earth. It's the Borg.
What are your orders, sir?
We're a Starfleet ship in Federation space. We may be 10 years behind the times, but I bet we know a thing or two more about the Borg than anyone else in this time. Lay in a pursuit course.
I think I'm going to enjoy getting to know you, Cadet Furlong.
Course laid in, sir.
Father-son handshake.
Engage.
That ain't exactly working, is it? I got a question. My question is this. So their solution was they just fling them 10 years into the future, but wouldn't that screw something else? Wouldn't that create a different kind of paradox? Like they're not supposed to be there kind of thing? I don't know. My head's gonna explode just thinking about that. That's all I can say about that. Dog says, you know too much.
Priority message,
Yes,
USS
I've gone
Canali to USS
cross-eyed.
Cheyenne. We are under attack by Borg forces. Repeat, Borg forces.
I
We
guess it
intercepted
starts
two
over.
Borg vessels heading on a direct course for...
All right. So that was yeah, so that was Star Trek Borg. Fun. I mean, I always have fun playing these FMV games. I just didn't realize I did better than I thought I was going to. And they actually made it to where when you got in and you made the mistakes, you had to make the mistakes in order to solve the puzzle. And he was giving you hints as you go. So yeah, because most of these FMV games, they don't give you kind of hints like that. They just throw you out there and you just got to figure that shit out, and you have to keep hearing that dialogue over and over and over and over and over again. So that was yeah, interesting to say the least. Very interesting to say the least. But I had fun. Did you have fun? Stalking, did you have fun? Anybody else out there, did you have fun? Because that's all that really matters, is we all have fun playing this. We all have fun with these misadventures. And whatnot. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the plugs out of the way, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Hey, don't forget to follow me on Kick. Subscribe to me on Twitch. Subscribe to me on youtube.com/@NashThunderclap and Nash Thunderclap Live. I'm on all the socials. Instagram, Facebook, Zitter. That's where you get all my updates. Everything's Nash Thunderclap. YouTube, don't forget, if you've already just skipped everything and skipping this, but I hope you're hearing it, like and subscribe, whatever it takes to help me with this algorithm. I would appreciate it. Doggy says it was interesting and assimilating.
You serious?
Yes, he's very serious. Okay, so Monday, let's see, May 12th is in the books. When will I be back on? We will be back on tomorrow, which will be May 13th. We'll go and do a little bit of Expedition 33. That's the plan. And I was going to do the YouTube stream tonight, but I'll go ahead and change that and move it to tomorrow. I actually need to go ahead and get prepared for that. So, because I didn't prepare for it tonight or last night. However, I got to start pulling web pages and stuff like that. You know how it is. When you're talking about stuff, you got to have something on the screen to talk about. And I also want to see if Nintendo made some like weird announcements in the meantime that need to come up. So I'm going to work on that as soon as I get done with this. But yeah, Expedition 33, and then later in the week we'll pop in some other game to kind of alternate. And this weekend, Sunday, we'll get back to Wukong, but we'll make it a longer Wukong because I missed out on this Sunday. Maybe we'll finish it. Maybe we won't. Who knows? It depends on how bad I suck. And we all know the answer to that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Stalking. Appreciate you hanging out in the chat and keeping it up and following me on this Star Trek adventure with your favorite character, Q. You know, he's a national treasure. And I appreciate anybody that stopped in to give me a view, even if it was for 10 seconds. I appreciate even that little bit of time. All right. So until next time, have a good night, everybody. Take it easy and bye for now. Fuck off.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.